Here we are doing all this like everyday thing, planned and everything. But this is like my break time. I have taken a break from my work. So when I go back, how do I implement this with my work, with all these things? How do I do it? I'm like lost there. I don't know how to manage all that. If there is any tips from anyone that will help me.
But I didn't get you. Are you
work
saying you
all
don't
day.
work here and you work
No,
there?
no. This is a different thing. That is like work. Like I make
Yeah,
money doing that.
whether you get money or not, work is work.
Yeah.
Right? So you work there, you work here.
But
How is it different?
okay, whatever, like my professional thing, that I give like 7 to 8 hours a day.
How many hours you give? I'm just asking you, how is it different? Why are you thinking this is different and that is different? Or maybe we are only thinking that they are different. Maybe they are not. So how you did it here, you do it there. How is it any different?
But 7
Not just planning, I'm just saying it's not about any one thing.
yeah, maybe I'm getting an idea. I can break up my work in a way that everything falls in place. Yeah,
I
maybe.
don't know.
Yeah, okay, I got it actually.
I had to ask you this from the day I heard you telling this in the 100th meetup, that you kept saying that Asafri got A plus in grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and you said no, this is not okay. So why is this not okay?
You tell me why is it not?
I tried thinking, but I don't know. What triggered you to say this is not okay?
Because it is not okay. Anybody here? If you are getting A plus, or if your child is getting A plus, then is that a good news or a bad news?
I feel it's a bad news.
Why?
Because they're just following that system and they're just doing what others are telling them and they're getting the grades. They're not doing what they want.
But maybe they want that, so they are doing excelling in that way.
Yeah, it is motivating also, no, for kids. It's the other
No,
way around.
maybe they are aligning their thought process into that, so they are excelling in that way.
Is it not force?
See,
They're not exposed to anything
it
else.
depends on them.
They're not
It depends
exposed
on
to anything else
necessarily.
than the school or a
Not
system.
school, anything.
Or a
A
system.
kid can be. Kid can be A plus in painting. Kid can be A plus in any of the things. See, open learning is open.
No, why you want to give A plus only?
Yeah, grading. If he gets C, if he is not good
You
at
clap.
it. No,
for
if
any
he
good
not
work,
good
right?
at it, that doesn't mean he is not
Clapping
good at
does
that
not
thing.
stay with the kid, but A plus stays with the kid, right? He carries it. Clapping, do you carry clapping back to home or again clapping coming back to school? No. You forget at the time, same time. But A plus it stays with you. Whole life. See, now also she remembers that he got A plus. See how she is also carrying the same A plus. So we are human. We carry the material proof. We carry.
So, okay, just getting the idea. What if the question was different, that my daughter was failing in school, so we took her out of the school?
Yeah. So that's why I said the two sides of the pendulum. So where do we find them in? And why?
The point I was making is, if I had said that my daughter was getting F in everything, then how you would have felt?
कि अच्छा हो, कोई बात नहीं, निकाल दिया स्कूल
Then how
से,
you
no
would-
harm
then what
done.
would have been your thoughts?
Because she's not
Maybe she's
excelling.
not excelling in the system.
So it's the
She's
same
out
thing
of the
this side
system.
also.
Yeah,
Even
so
if
think
she's
about
excelling.
it. So if she's excelling in the system, we are saying system is good.
Hey, that system is good.
No.
I am talking about the system. If my child is excelling, then I am saying the system is good. I am getting the child to continue. No? That means the system must be good. If the child is getting trouble, then we are saying the system is not
No,
good.
no.
I have to
No,
look for something
if the child is failing in the system, we say the child is a problem.
Yeah, we'll come to that. After I started, we'll come to that. So first thing is, we are somewhere thinking of the system also with respect to success and failure.
Okay.
Right? That as if success and failure are just, one thing to be desired and one thing to be run away from. That is the first issue. Right? The second thing is, when the child succeeds, we say the child
System is good.
The system is good. whatever, school is good, teachers are good. If the child is failing, we are saying system is not good. Or we say the child is not good. My child doesn't study, he gets only 20 marks, let's say.
And you pressurize.
So
him
the
to get
blame
more.
comes on to the child. Not till the child was doing good, system is good, teachers are good, everything is good. Now the child is failing. Now we start looking at the child and saying, oh, what is the child doing? So what I'm trying to say is that that we are basically becoming systemic or system dependent. Right? And the system is very limited.
And I think that's what our child was becoming.
Yeah, as she said, the child was becoming systemic. The child knew how to,
Crack the system.
Yeah.
let's say, crack the system or excel, how she's saying. Excel in the system, nothing wrong in that. Okay, the child has figured out how to excel in the system, great. Right? But to us, the main thing was that the system itself is very, very limited. In that, if I am getting A+, what is the big deal? In fact, it's the other way around. I may start thinking I am good enough. Why to think? Why not explore? Why not go ahead and fail? Right? So we wanted her to fail, and that is why A+ is not a good news. Failure is awesome.
Why? I don't know
Failure
if
is amazing,
if
according
this is
to us.
right to share. What triggered me when you said this? At the same time, Arish was having exams. And he was very clear that not A+, but I'm going to get O in everything, which means outstanding. And this is what he said. None of us asked him to. So he said, Mama, I know I'm going to get O in everything because I'm putting efforts. Or I know the matter. वो कहीं से भी पूछने दो मेरे को question. He did not revise. He did not. He just read the books. And he said, let them ask me anything. But I know I deserve O and I will get O. And when he did not get O, he actually sat and discussed his mark sheet with me that why I didn't deserve. Like science, he does a lot of experiments. So he said, I think compared to the kids in my class, I know science much better. I can teach them, I can explain this to them when they ask me about something. So why did she give me A there and not O? I think I deserved O there. Because ma'am is comparing me with all my classmates, I think I deserved. So this is when you said A+ is bad news. It triggered me to think, okay, Arish is saying, I know I deserve O in this. And I have not got O. So what more do I need to do to get that O?
But why does one need to get O?
I told him, zaruri nahi hai.
No, but see, that is what exactly the system is doing. It's making you want to get that O.
Okay.
Right? When you don't even know if you want an O or not. Okay, if you really ask a child, why do you want an O? There is no answer. The answer is only because the system applauds O, does not applaud F.
Yeah.
Right? What if I am not good at something? What if I get an F in maths? What is so wrong or right about it? If I am not good at maths, I am not good at maths. Why should I be seen as somebody less just because a system thing? So, okay, so combination of reasons, but the most important reason, if you ask us, the why for us A+ was a bad news, is that means the system is very limited. The system is looking at only this much, and then based on that judging the child. But we want the child to fail. Go ahead, explore things which you think are interesting, but you don't know how to do, and try that out and see how. Right? That is how it is. Most academies are academies of excellence. We say Aarohi, come to Aarohi, Institute of Failure, or a place to fail. Yeah, when you do carpentry, something will happen, things will fail. When you do something, dish will not come nice.
This building.
Dish will fail. Huh?
This building.
This building. So this building was made by 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds.
Same A+ child.
Two of them, and they made this whole. This is made out of earth bag. This is an earth bag construction. So they raised it till the roof level. Obviously, it's with laborers because the bags are very heavy. And then one night there was a torrential rainfall and the whole building collapsed. Almost 9 months of work gone in one shot.
And these children raised the funds, all funds gone.
And then they restarted, had meetings to see what mistakes we did, how can we avoid something like that. And then with that, whatever, some 7-8 point plan, they restarted. And obviously now it's there. so the failure is important.
I feel I am also stuck. So I understood how to manage a day in a proper way. I do this kind of thing like hourly thing, how all that, but not in this organized way. I miss out on things. Like, here we don't miss. We are like very particular. We have to do that. So that thing I can implement. I know that kind of exposure I got. And exploration, of course, I am like seeing so many things, different way of life here, all that. And yeah, all in one.
So when you say different way of life, share any one or two, not like you to share everything.
Yeah, for instance, for one thing, cold water bath, we never do that at home. Always hot water. And using less water, that is also like too much use of water at home. Here, I'm trying to use it in a moderation. And this plant, taking care of the plants and all.
Come.
In a
Have we
lesser,
taken up the whole mat? Then pull in another mat. Sorry, we seem to have captured the whole mat. No problem. Carry on.
So those kind of things which I have not done before, have done it here. Before means I used to do it as a child in olden days, but now I've forgotten it completely.
Can we add one more mat here if you both okay? So you have to reorganize. Just leave little space here for people to go. So a little more that side.
Maybe we will open one end.
However,
Yeah. If people
only
come,
two of you, no?
then only you
nobody.
can push behind her.
Okay, let's
So
carry
the
on.
circle will be.
More people share.
Yeah. So that is.
Yeah.
And I've seen the same things from my daughter also.
Sure.
Similar experience and exposure.
More. So these are some of the keywords, and we are just sharing right now which ones we have experienced, observed, explored in the last 4 days here. Which of these and with specific examples. Yeah.
I would like to go to the leader one. Planning part, I do it every day at home. So the leader part I observed over here. I saw the children taking initiative in organizing for the next day, planning for the next day, what has to be done. So where children have given more importance.
So give a specific example. You saw this
A
person doing
specific
this.
example as in with Lakshita or what's his name? Krishav. Yeah, Krishav or
Yeah, take any one
anyone.
example.
Okay, anyone of them.
What did you see in
I
leadership?
saw them, they coming forward and planning for the next day, what has to be done, taking the initiative, but what coming and discussing with Aditi, what has to be done, or with you, how things can be carried forward for tomorrow, what has to be planned, wherein they get a lot of experience in doing it by themselves and the confidence to take the decisions also by themselves. That is what I liked about the children who are doing over here.
Okay. Others, please share.
Actually, that leading part, I also noticed literally with all the kids who are staying here. Tomorrow's thing, this girl was coming, Ruhi. She's nicely planning and organizing. I can see that. And Daksha doing the yoga and taking the initiation there. So all that, I really like that also.
Actually, in last 4 days we have, I think, noticed almost everything. Whatever is written, like planning we do in morning session, then reflecting whatever the work we have done or we have any emotional issue, we are reflecting at the end of the day.
Wait. Let's be a little more crisp. Anything specific that you found within planning very interesting, within reflection very interesting, within leading, within doing, within capability. So something very specific and which you found very interesting or was
Cite with particular examples, right?
yeah.
Like design and discuss and do. We were working in carpentry, and first you have to discuss and figure out your design. Whether it could be whatever, it could be doable or not doable is a different thing. First you have to design it within in your mind, then you have to discuss with Leela, and then you can start doing that. So that we sometimes what happens, carpentry kind of thing we start doing without even designing. So what happens, instead of cutting left side we cut on right side. So it's a total mismatch from what we want to design or what one do and what we expecting. So expectation and find a real thing is a little bit different. But if you design and discuss, the chances that it will match 50% at least to your expectation.
Okay. So you saw that?
Yeah, saw that.
I like the collaboration part where everybody, be it the kitchen duty or everything, comes together and how well things get executed together. And also the planning part where I got clarity that once you plan how well your day goes, because I was not doing that earlier. So now with planning, I have more direction in my day.
Yeah, any language will do. You say it loud, say it loud.
పిల్లలకి ఎక్కువ ఫ్రీడమ్ మంచిగా అనిపిస్తుంది అండ్ ఇండిపెండెంట్ ఉండటం చాలా నచ్చింది ఎవ్రీ చైల్డ్ ఇండిపెండెంట్
Yeah, give specific example what you saw.
ఎనీథింగ్ ప్లేయింగ్ ఆర్ హెల్పింగ్ డూయింగ్ సమ్ వర్క్ కార్పెంటర్ వర్క్ ఆర్ mostly that's it. Independently reading. Yeah. That's it.
So maybe doing అవన్నీ అందులో వచ్చాయి. సరే.
Yeah, we are doing by doing also. Here in open learning, we as a parents discuss a lot. Like spiritual practices, we discuss but we don't follow in real life.
Leave that.
Yeah,
What you saw here,
I'll come back to that.
No. I want you to just be here. There's nowhere else.
Yeah.
Right.
So doing here, we also get into the
No. Give me a specific example.
even myself, I started doing the chair thing. I did the chair. Yeah. I wanted to come back. Yeah. So chair thing I started doing, then
What thing?
no, actually I've not done. That's why this is still the chair thing. I'm making a chair. Once it is done, then it will become a chair. Right.
Some chair thing. That is the point. That is the whole point. Some chair thing he is doing. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I like that. That's better than known things.
Yeah. And I wanted to do gardening from very long time. My wife also loves that because she knows that I just wanted to that. I did never done that, but here I got at least I have collected the leaves and put it on the plant. So at least I have done something. Instead of doing nothing.
What did the doing do to you?
Because at home, what happened is
Home yahan hai. Home. See, we are only talking about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, this was the home, correct? Yeah. So let's not go anywhere else. So my question is, what did doing do to you?
Yeah, when after merging, when I used to come back, I used to see the plant. It was kind of emotional. Means what I'll say, overwhelming kind of emotion I used to get. That at least I don't know what will happen or not, if things will work or not, but at least I'm doing a little bit of what is supposed to be done by anyone.
Okay.
Which I have never done.
Sure. Okay. More people, more sharing.
Yeah, but one thing.
Yeah, you may get tuar dal, some of them,
Yeah.
so then you separate and give it to me. And I'll keep tuar dal seeds. Yeah, anybody else wants to share anything out of any of these?
I think one of the fact that Aarohi gives equal importance to multiple intelligences and not just what we know from the conventional that you need to know math science. So anything and everything that you do, probably right from washing utensils, it has to be done in the way, So giving equal importance to everything that you do, and also probably doing is the thing, like we always get, at least I get stuck in thinking in my head, and that thinking never, rarely reflects into actually doing a plan for a whole day, or me thinking that I am capable enough of doing something which is very new and that I've not explored before. So we have that,
Okay, back to here. So what happened here? You tell about that.
So by seeing what people are doing everywhere, I think last week I did hydroponics installation with Ranjit. I only knew what hydroponics is, but knew in the sense like a theoretical manner, 1 line, 2 line definition, but to a point where I was able to install it with her and understand the basic concept. To probably doing this telescope, I've never been a star person, दिख गया नहीं दिखा, to trying to understand what stars are, what telescope is, and or probably talking to so many people this week to understand what's open learning is. I think there's the fact that I thought I'm capable of doing it, and the environment which told me that I am capable of doing it, and I did it, and that's what I think most of us and the children go through, that feeling every day that they are probably capable of doing what they think, and they're doing such amazing things.
May I?
No, you can't.
Nobody stopped you. No, she is done. Yeah. You have to wait if she is done, then
Well, to talk about this capability part, yes, it showed me quite a mirror kind of thing when I was
Paint. She's calling you
into
for paint.
assisting, and I got a chance to work close with Aditi. So I never was very much, confident that I will serve the food on time.
No, none of the fast type thing.
And after working together, then I find that, okay, fine, what has to be done on the point is to be focused and done, and rest follows accordingly, and that is a great thing what I have learned, and that also showed me my capability that, what I was thinking that I cannot serve on time, I definitely can manage everything on time. So that was a great thing for me that I have felt. So now I'm feeling even more confident to that I'll take care of Tanish single-handedly. Doesn't matter, that is not a challenge anymore. So that was a great thing for me, and also I have seen in you have multiple intelligence in you. It gets triggered on the situation. And that even I have faced when Sandhya sometimes back asked me to translate some Rabindra Shanti. I don't know for how many years I am out of touch with my music. I learned classical music and I was pretty doing good over there. But after coming to Bangalore, I lost the touch, and after she asked me, I kind of got connected back to my skills, not exactly skills, rather my interest, and I really felt very much touched to my origin. So that kind of connectivity, she being a non-language known person, when she has sang the song with me, I really felt that what am I doing? I should be doing more what I am already having. So that was a hats off thing I have really learned from her. And moreover the discussions, debates and everything happening thing around the campus is very much enthusiastic. I do not know where do I put under all these things. And apart, as long as this resource part is oriented, that is also hats off, I said. I never can imagine back that this land was barren. That was out of my imagination. I tried visualizing that how could it be barren, and how can one barren place become like this. So can we do the same with Thar Desert? It was
Okay, we're going away from these. So
my
let's-
kind
let's
of
take it up.
yes. Yeah, that was learning from the
Let's come
thing.
back
So
to some of these. Any more thoughts, observations?
that was
Yeah.
that's all.
I don't know what to put this under, but really value of time management. 9 means 9, the 12, 1 means 1, 6 means 6, and everything is actually happening on time and within time. Where at otherwise I just take it, okay, 4 means 4:15 chalta hai, 4:30 ke over. So value of time and time management.
And also, the learning for me, the biggest learning would be to break down your bigger picture into smaller parts and convert that into everyday schedules. And then reflecting it back at the end of the day of how much have you been able to put it through. I think even if I'm able to do 10% of that, yeah.
Okay. That's nice. These were, as I said, just wrong. And yeah, we'll take it further in the documentation time. Little more think about some of these things. We can also, if you have any questions regarding open learning, more specific to
I realized, yes, that is how it is. I
do
should
that,
not
do that.
interfere. So I stopped. That's how it works.
Yeah, so open learning is all about where I go ahead and learn what I want to learn. I don't get limited. And when I learn something, yes, failures will happen, problems will come, challenges will come. And I only decide where am I. No need. Why do we need any kind of grading? Why do we need people to tell me whether I am O or A or whatever, B, C, D? How does that matter? That doesn't matter. What matters is what I am doing and then reflecting and then where I want to grow, where I want to go. That is what really life is all about. And if that is what the rest of the life anyways is. See, after you came out of your college, after I came out of your college, there is no more grading. Right? Nobody is telling you are a O plus mom or a O plus dad or whatever. Right? You are just there.
We don't even remember what we spoke.
No, forget that.
Now your mom and you as a mom is not graded, na? Your A mom or
actually
B
then-
mom.
Grade yourself.
The society starts grading you based on how much do you earn.
This society has
That
it
money,
different.
that marks then gets converted into
because they are still thinking in those ways.
Systematic,
They-
yeah.
Systemic thinking.
That's why
which is fine. Which is fine. They want, somebody wants to think that way. There's nothing wrong with that. That is why we don't say to the world that that school was bad. We think A plus was bad. So we took our decision.
Actually, my daughter, elder one, is more interested into this art and craft. At home, she has done so many. But after she came here from past 2-3 days, she didn't even touch anything of art and craft at all. I don't know why, what was the thing. She did. Today only she just went that side to touch something of that. So I don't know why. Must be she's like exploring everything over here with all the different kind of things. Even my younger one, today she took the painting and she's done something with the painting. All this while 2 days she didn't touch anything. That one thing. I'm just asking you like whether it takes some time for these kids to explore and get adjusted to this environment, or how is it?
I think we are looking at it like that. They are just there. They're making friends, they're doing things. She might not be doing the arts, but she must be doing something else. I saw her doing the bags for the nursery.
Yeah.
So she is doing that.
Today she's kind of got
Yeah.
into it than yesterday and day before. Today she's kind of got into it.
I think I was in your place last week.
Oh,
Okay.
And I was like quite evolved and thankful that I took 2 week decision of coming here. I have also seen myself learning from learning, unlearning so many things, concepts. And
Yeah, also typically in open learning we say there is no settling in. People shouldn't settle in. Even if they are trying to settle in, let's unsettle. Life isn't about settling in. Life is always vibrant, changing, growing. We are, something or the other is happening. So what is this big deal about settling in? The moment you step in, you are in. That's it. The moment you do something, you are into that. Why do we need to settle into something? So again, this is again a premium that has maybe come from our whatever thinking that okay, one has to settle in or one has to. If she likes doing something, yeah, she's settled into that. And again, you are looking at from a 2 days perspective. Look at from, let's say, 5 minutes perspective. Okay, for 5 minutes you were opening beans. Were you settled into opening beans? You were settled into it, and after that it's over. Now move to the next one, whatever you want to spend your next 5 minutes on. Why do we have to look at it days, months, years point of view? So it depends on how you look at something. And somebody said that very nicely, that she may not be feeling any which way unsettled in that sense. For her, she's just exploring something right now. How does that matter whether last 5 years she has been doing a lot of art? How does that matter?
One may do that for years and again she may find something else suddenly interesting and she may leave that completely and get into this. Yeah, absolutely.
Right now in open learning, they have so many options. Okay, but when I look at my Arish perspective, I feel अभी के लिए ठीक है. But थोड़ा आगे जाके, I feel maybe I might be wrong. Doesn't he need to deep dive into one interest?
Yeah, he's already deep diving as far as I am concerned. What is he deep diving into?
Music.
You are talking about future. He's already deep diving. So you have answered your own question.
नहीं ऐसे जैसे we consider this, see, it can be a profession, I don't deny that, but अभी जैसे लगता है okay, this can also be only a hobby.
We don't know.
Yeah.
As you rightly said, हो सकता है it will turn into a profession, हो सकता है it will not. That is his journey.
Why do we need a profession or something? We need to make money, right? Ultimately. How much money do we need?
Even why make money?
Then how do we live?
So good question. So that's something for you to think on your way back. How can I live without money or earning? Not without money, but without earning.
Yeah, without earning.
Yeah, there are many ways. The point is again, if we start with that constraint, then we already have a predefined outcome. Then how is it open learning?
Yeah.
Then it's closed learning.
Yeah.
The moment I have a defined outcome, then it's no more an open learning. Open learning is when it is evolving, right? When it is changing, and when there is no such thing that okay, I need to do this by this thing. Individuals may set for themselves. A child may say, I want to do this by, let's say, 1 year. I want to make a car by 1 year. Fine, that is your personal planning, let's say. But why do we need to see it only from that lens that it has to be earning, it has to be professional, it has to be this way? It doesn't has to be. I think that only confines again our thinking. It makes us only very, very constrained in the way we think. They will automatically deep dive in whichever field they would want to. he will be the first one to come to you and say, yes, sir, cholo, I want to do this, which he's already saying in a way. I asked him a simple question. If you had 24 hours, no food, no nothing, what will you do whole day? He said, music.
Oh, okay.
You tell me.
Yeah. Also, I personally feel, we are conditioned to. Leave this word condition. Look into things from a content perspective. Right now we are seeing the content of music, or we are seeing the content of art, or we are seeing the content of, say, subjects. Okay, and we get entangled into that. If I say, music, art, math, science, everything is just a reason to understand myself.
The container.
Some of us understand ourselves through cooking. Some of us understand ourselves through, say, designing a program. Some of us understand ourselves by doing gardening. And what is that understanding? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What do I need to work on? What will help me if I do this more, or what will not help me if I do this more? What will help me if I understand my emotions? What will happen if I do? So take any content. Okay, and if I am zooming out and looking at myself constantly, then today's music, tomorrow is art, then the science, then the computer programming, then this, and then I'm growing in myself. I may not be growing in art, I may not be growing in music, but I'm growing as a person. And when I'm growing as a person, then any content does not matter. Okay, she wanted to do the telescopes right in the morning. She started with a 0. She has no degree, nothing in that. She wanted to start it. She found out from Ratnesh, I'm hoping he didn't answer anything. She was calling someone, and she's watching something, and she's looking at this. She has that capability. Today she is doing this for telescope. Maybe tomorrow she will do for coding. Maybe then after that she will do for the art, or maybe. But she has learnt how to learn something. And that's what when people come and ask me, okay, so every child does different. How do you manage? I said, for me it does not matter, because I am not worried about the content. What we are working on, the container. Okay, what goes into that? How do I understand? So what we were talking about, O plus. It's now the world is understanding me and then telling me you are worth O plus. Can I understand myself and then say, today I am A plus in this and B plus in this and then O in this, and then I'm maybe O plus plus tomorrow, or maybe then I'm going down. Why I'm going down, or maybe this is happening and that is happening, and all those kind of a thing. Imagine we do this and we do this the moment we are out of the college. Once we are, वो sign हो गया, certificate मिल गया, 25 साल के हो गए, उसके बाद we start living our life. Okay. Then we start searching for our container. Okay. Why not give that container to our children right from the beginning, if that is the life? Why to remove that life from our children and say ki 25 years of prisoner or whatever, 25 years of this compulsory things you do, because we are not questioning that the whole approach. So today he is doing music, but don't look at the music. Look at the abilities which he is using to learn music, and then say the same ability he might or maybe more will use it tomorrow for something else. Okay. Suppose he decides that I want to earn $1 million a month. Do you think he will not go deep into that? Okay. So we don't need to worry about ki ye paisa whether he'll have a profession or not. He himself has that power. Right now, Tanish, who is it's just amazing learning we can have from Tanish. 3-year-old he is? 2 years old. Okay. He wants. Okay. You do anything. He's not bothered. People are looking at me. Nothing. I want it. And that's the capability we all have. I want. Okay. That's all. Because this thing worries us a lot. Because we have these, categories. Music, dance, art is a hobby category. But if the same thing, if the child is saying 24 hours, I will do the coding, future is done. I don't need to worry. I don't need to do it because the coding brings a good future, money. The coding is such a lovely thing. If my child, but art में क्या करेगा? Music में क्या करेगा? Cooking में क्या करेगा? Gardening में क्या करेगा? All those things have a different images, and then I think that stops us from accepting the way the child is, whatever the child's things are into. Yeah, so I think that's and I think that's the confidence you get when you start looking at this way. Then there is no worry.
Okay, so last question.
Can we start exploring at any age?
We start by exploring. That will be the only way to start.
For example, if the kid is liking music today and he's doing it, putting all his heart and doing it, but after a while, if he is not wanting it, he's just leaving it.
Yes,
How do we manage that? Because we are in that mindset. He's good. He's going.
So he's just changing the content. His container is still growing. He's just changing the content. Okay, and we all know to get a skill, we all pass 10th exam in 3 months, not more than even 3 months, 1 month studies. We passed all those exams. Anything we want to learn, anything, it just take a day or a week or a month or 6 months. Yeah, depending on what skill we are looking for it. Today, Meena made pani puri for the first time. She has now learned that skill. Okay. So anytime skills are something, it's not possible to learn everything in one go, but it's also possible to learn as we go on longer. For any profession, any skill we want to learn, we can just learn. We do so many years of college, and the first thing what the company does to us is training program, because they still think we are not worth of it. Because we haven't learned any of those things. Okay, so are we saying now we have stopped the learning capability? No. So they still have faith in us कि कुछ तो अभी सीख जाएंगे, चलो ट्रेनिंग में डालते हैं, then team work में डालते हैं, then give them. They don't talk about contents because we know we can learn everything on go. It depends on what the content we are looking for. So
just one last question. I know it's not a right question for a mother to ask, but when I see 2 children of mine, I mean the elder one, he's interested into anything and everything, right from physical to brainy things to hands-on to music. Like you say it and he will want to do it, and he just deep dives into whatever that he's doing. And my younger one, she only wants to talk and do time pass, roam around. So it's not right for me to say at this age, because she's just 3.5. But it keeps concerning me, bothering me that, one just deep dives into everything. Politician वो तो हम बोलते ही हैं उसको. The other one just notes. So even if she's not done, she will say big things about it. And the elder one will do it and will not say that he's done it. और वो नहीं करके भी इतना सारा बोल के, she just is like floating everywhere, and this guy is deep diving everywhere. So for us as parents, especially for me, my husband is chilled out about it. So I just keep questioning that what is it that I can do as a parent to, at least for her कि हमेशा से हवा में नहीं रहना चाहिए. कहीं तो you have to, anything you do, I'm okay, but do something, like.
कोई तो बात करने वाला चाहिए ना.
Not just that, I think she does a lot. You are only seeing what you are worried about. You are not seeing. When I saw her, she was for 2.5 hours. what exactly she was doing, I can't say, but so intensely she was involved, alone, all alone, in that whole room. This was whatever Saturday night.
With the game of dog in the
Saturday,
bowl.
Sunday you were not there.
And
I don't know,
they-
Friday, I don't remember.
There were housemaid and there were stories made and the dogs were
Pretend
inside
play is what she
and
does
dogs
whole
were
day.
outside. Yeah, so I think there was yeah, we
Pretend play like
can look, we can think it.
Life is
Huh.
pretend.
Sorry.
Life is pretend play.
Yeah,
As
मतलब
we are
रात
doing,
को
sometimes
Yeah,
we are
what
playing
are we
this,
doing?
sometimes we are playing that. Like I'm pretending I can sort seeds.
बट उसको रात को 4 बजे भी उठाओगे तो she will do pretend play. She will love to do
Awesome.
that.
She's already deep diving into that.
She will open up International Institute of Pretend Play.
She's actually deep into it.
She's already deep diving. You are not seeing that as a deep dive. Huh?
No, I keep telling her that you will become an actor and I will like facilitate you in drama and theatre. You have double standards. But you know, simple things like she will manipulate.